Real Sociedad became only the second team this season to beat Football Club Barcelona, a 1-0 victory over them at the Real Arena, and it was well-deserved. Hansi Flick's team have been unplayable at times this season, but Real Sociedad came up with a plan and it worked. In its silence before the start of the game, both teams paying their respects to the region of Valencia and all the people suffering there. Once the action was underway, Real Sociedad had the first chance. Sucic spooning that one over the top. Chance inside the first minute of the game, and a sign of things to come. There is Lamine Yamal out of the starting lineup, not even on the bench, and he really was missed by Barcelona. He didn't start the only other game they've lost this season either, against Osasuna, but he did come on in that game and score. Lewandowski thought he'd scored. Celebrations from Hansi Flick. It would have been his 20th goal in all competitions, and we are only in the middle of November. Extraordinary. It didn't count. He was adjudged to be the wrong side of the last defender, Aguerd, and so we were back at 0-0. The goal was chalked off. Catches Zubeldia on the shoulder, drops perfectly for Lewandowski. He scored his first ever goal for Barcelona against Real Sociedad at the Real Arena, and he thought he'd scored there, but the goal ruled out for offside. The rain coming down, and Barcelona still trying to get themselves in front. Kubasi heads this one over the top. Kubo was in spectacular form, the former Barca youngster, of course. One of his best games in a Real Sociedad shirt for a long, long time. He's played more than 100 games for them now, 100th game, the previous one to this one in Europe. And he was given the Man of the Match award at the end of the game. Aramburu was given a yellow card here for this foul on Frenkie de Jong. Frenkie de Jong, who had problems in the first half with his ankle and was unable to come out for the second period. He went down in the first half. He did stay on, but it didn't reappear, and Dani Olmo came out for the second half. Good save from Iñaki Peña. Tipping that one over the top. Ever present in goal, despite the signing of Szczesny following the injury of Ter Stegen. Taki Kubo causing all sorts of problems again down the Real Sociedad right. Pulls this one back to Bryce Mendes. Mendes gives it back to Kubo. Mazy run from him, and Iñaki Peña making the save. Still, all that was missing was the goal in the Real Arena. Real Sociedad's home form coming into this game, awful. 4 points picked up from a possible 21 this season, and only 4 games won in the entirety of the year. But when Sherel Rebecca does that, then it puts you in a good position. And if you can hold what you have, then you come out on top. Brilliant from the former Union Berlin striker. Running from the second line, beating Barca's offside trap, and beating Iñaki Peña to put his team 1-0 up. And as is customary in the Real Arena, just about everyone bouncing up and down with their backs to the pitch, doing the Poznan. Save for a couple of Barcelona supporters watching the game from in among the Real Sociedad fans. Great finish from Becker. The flick on sends him clear, the flick on from Sucic. And he picks out the far corner brilliantly. to send Real Sociedad on their way. Not expected to start this game. There is the lone Barca fan in amongst the celebrating Real Sociedad supporters. Plenty of time for Barca to get back into the game, especially bearing in mind that coming into this match they'd never not scored in a game this season. No one had kept a clean sheet against them. Would Real Sociedad become the first team to do that? Well, the answer to that was yes. This was one of those chances. Casadel with a shot through the crowd. Real Sociedad already causing problems on the break. Taki Kubo does well here. Feeds Becker. Becker feeds Oyarzabal. This should have been 2-0. And just wide. From 2 goals so far this season, Oyarzabal. Everything about the move was right, apart from the finish. Koundé playing the ball back to Pedri. Pedri with a cross away from by Zubeldia. Pedri. Lewandowski tries to take over and Sučić clears. Right from the first whistle, this wasn't the Barcelona that we've watched in recent weeks. Destroy Bayern and Real Madrid. This is right at the start of the second half, and Real Sociedad almost make it 2 with their first attack. It's Kubo's pass. Becker gets on the end of it, but he can't beat Iñaki Peña. And again, making the run from the second line, just beating that Barca offside trap, but side-footing the ball this time into the hands of Iñaki Peña. This one comes out to the edge of the area for Pedri. Rafinha. And Pedri's cross is headed just wide by Kubasi. Not far away at all from Barcelona's 17-year-old central defender, the masked man in their middle of their defence after he picked up an injury to his cheek in the previous Champions League game. There's Szczesny not being given any sort of game time at the moment, mainly because of the form of Iñaki Peña. Peña makes a mistake here, but he makes amends with a fantastic save from Oyarzabal to tip this one over the top. Brilliant stop from the Barcelona goalkeeper, who at the moment will not be moved. He stays very much as their first choice. Another opportunity here. This time it falls to Becker. It's Aaron Buru's cross. Becker claiming that there was a foul. He was pushed by Koundé. Nothing given. Inigo Martinez was booked for the previous challenge. Aaron Buru with the delivery, and Becker not too far away. And Koundé does put a hand on him. We've seen them given for that, but the decision went in Barca's favour on that occasion. Zubimendi almost sending this one past his own goalkeeper, Ramiro. Reacting well. It was Fermin's shot. Kubo, Zubimendi, I should say, thick edging that, and not too far from catching out Ramiro. Olmo with this shot blocked. It comes out to Fermin. We've seen him score so many times from that sort of range. 8 goals last season for Fermin Lopez, yet to score this season, and he just couldn't get over the ball. Sends it high behind the goal. Multiple changes to Real Sociedad. 4 players came on. Sergio Gomez, Oscarson, Aritz Elizondo, 3 of the 4, and they all played their part in seeing Real Sociedad over the line. A fine block there from Inigo Martinez. Up against Bryce Mendes. Ansu Fati came on for Barcelona, replacing Fermin. Barrenechea running in behind here and just couldn't send his effort on target. And again, Barca's offside trap successfully broken. Successfully breached. Bryce Mendes with this corner. Taki Kubo on the volley. Hits Lewandowski. It doesn't hit him on the arse. It comes out to safety. Claims for handball there from Taki that it hit him on the arm. But Taki Kubo's still the driving force for Real Sociedad. Zubimendi's ball over the top for Oscarson. Cleared by Iñaki Peña. Real Sociedad threatening on the break, and Oscarson managing to stay onside, and he does that once again here. Runs beyond the Barca defence. And this one is just put out by Kubasi. 2 goals so far this season for Oscarson. Not yet a first-team starter, but has the pace to run in behind teams, and he was being clever as well, staying onside. This one comes out to Dani Olmo. Olmo lets fly, but well wide of Ramiro's goal. Javi Lopez comes on as the 5th change for Real Sociedad. Gavi and Pau Victor come on for Barcelona. But there was no late equaliser. First time this season they haven't scored. Final score, Real Sociedad 1, Football Club Barcelona 0.